new live video. Very exciting day. I posted the picture of the big giant box that made its way to my house today. Very exciting. I didn't expect it here so soon. But I'll flip around and show you what the box is. Pretty good size box. So it is something pretty awesome. And I was waiting for a few people to show up. I don't see anybody yet. So let me just flip around here, show you the collection quick. Growing, growing, and growing, and growing. I'll just get right into it then. And whoever watches the video, watches the video. Very exciting day, and I'll show you what we got here. Yeah, right, Kevin. Hey, what's up? Yeah, I definitely need more stuff, you know? What I really need more of is shelving. I'm definitely gonna get more stuff. What I need is more shelving. So I'm gonna flip it around and show you what we got here. So check that out. I just put my crane video up the other day with my crane collection, and in the video I had mentioned that I do not have any of the earlier crawler cranes. They were called the Mighty Clam, and surprise, surprise, I had somebody reach out to me. Very good guy, Patrick. He buys and sells, and he's always looking out for what people are after, and he does a great job at finding things. So thank you to Patrick for reaching out to me with this awesome rig. And as you can see, this is the early one. 1965 it was released. It was also made in 1966. But the best part is, spin it around. If you watched my crane video the other day, see what's missing right here? The through rod. So that means this is a first year Mighty Clam, which is awesome. The 65s and 66s, the 66s are hard enough to find. The 65s are really hard to find. So this is a first year Mighty Clam. 1965, like I said. Beautiful, beautiful, original condition. I was a few minutes late for starting the video. I wanted to start it at 8:05, but I just got to inspecting it and all that good stuff, and just checking it out, giving it a look over, because I had only seen it in pictures, and I like to analyze everything when I get it in, just to make sure everything is what I hoped it would be, and everything is what it should be. But the person I bought it from is a very, very honest person, and he sent me some good pictures, and we agreed to it. You will notice one thing only is missing on this, and it brings a little bit of a tear to my eye, but I am thankful that you could at least see, if you see right there, the glue residue. And you could see it's kind of got that squished appearance on it. It's not a nice round oval. It's kind of flat looking on the top and bottom. That would have been a Mound Min oval, indicative of the earliest Mighties up until 1969. As you know, Mighties were introduced in 1964 with that guy up there, number one, Grandpappy himself, the early 64 dump. But the so the earlier ones, this was one of the ones that had the Mound Min. The mobile cranes had the Mound Min oval, but unfortunately, this is the only thing that's missing off this. And like I said, yeah, thank you very much. Like I said, this is a 1965 Mighty Clam. They are super, super rare. And I got it for what I feel like is a great price, and I just couldn't say no. I've turned a few down in the past because I didn't want to spend the money. But I got this one for under $200, which is a fantastic price. So, because this thing is worth $200 all day. So, and it was under $200 including shipping. So that's a great price from a great person that reached out to me, and I can't thank him enough. And I am so happy to have one of these in my collection. And like I said, it is if you watched my crane video the other day, no through rod makes it the very first year for this. So now I have the first year of every one of the early Mighties, I believe, except for the car carrier. Unfortunately, that one right there is the earliest one that I have, and that one is a 72 or 73, I believe. Yeah, 72. Yep. So other than the car hauler, I have the first year of the dump truck. I have the first year of the Mighty Cranes. I have the first year of the Mighty Clam, which is really, really hard to find. Not to mention the dump truck, of course, is super hard to find. I mean, a lot of things people call them rare, but these are rare. That's rare, and that dump truck is insanely rare. I have the very first year of the Mighty Shovel down there, as you can see with the dark Tonka emblem in the front. That is a 1966 Mighty Shovel. I have the 1967 Mighty Scraper in mint condition with the box. That one's one of my favorite in my entire collection. Let's see, reading. My dad made me leave them outside, so they rusted. Yeah, I had a fleet of Tonka toys when I was a kid in the 90s, probably 10, somewhere between 10 and 15, and I think I have 3 of my original ones left, and they are totally rusted because they lived outside. So I definitely feel that when you're a kid, you don't think about those things, and you can only go back in time and say, hey, put your toys away at night when you're not using them. So, but thankfully, I actually made a video where I had every single one of my childhood toys, which at least I thought I did. But then I was looking through a old box of photos, and I found a picture of one when I was really small, maybe, I don't know, maybe 3 years old. And it was a small bulldozer from the regular line that I have yet to find. And I didn't even remember. It was so far back, I didn't even have a memory of it because I was so young. So I still have to find that one. But I did make a video of every childhood toy that I had. They weren't the originals. They were another version of them, but it was every one that I had. It filled up my whole desk here. Some of them I had multiples as a kid, of course, but I got one of each, and that was a very exciting day for me when I was able to get my last missing piece, or else at least I thought I did, like I said. So I'm still on the hunt for that bulldozer. It has a specific decal that I haven't been able to find yet, but I'll find it. They pop up. But like I said, this is the reason for my video. Again, this is the 1965 Mighty Clam. Insanely rare. You could tell. Actually, I'm gonna set up the tripod here for a minute. And I should have pulled my other one off the shelf there, because I have a right up there on the shelf. I have the Canadian version. So let me grab that and I'll show you the differences. And like I said, I just did the Mighty Crane video last week, and so it was very exciting that I was able to find this one, or found me, should I say, the 1965 Mighty Clam. So let me just move this over here. I could probably unplug my phone now because my phone was gonna die, so it's been a long day. So let me get this out of the way. There we go. And let me spin this around. Oh, watch out there. Okay. Crank the boom up a little bit. There we go. If it will stay. Doesn't have much on there. These later ones, they had the plastic wheels, and you could see it's kind of got, it was supposed to be like a little, almost like a tooth right there that catches that little metal, thing right there, little metal tab to keep it from falling. But of course, the plastic gets worn down if you put too much pressure on it. And of course, that's what kids do. So it was missing, or not missing, but the teeth are kind of chewed off of it. But it will stay good enough. All right, there we go. Now I can spin it around. So I'll show you. Show you the differences here. So this, like I said, 1965 Mighty Clam, first year for the Mighty Clam, the crawler crane. It didn't. I read it. I can't remember where I read it from. I think in an article written by the vice president of operations for Tonka. I think what they had said was the crawler crane wasn't as popular because the mobile crane, of course, looks like two trucks. I mean, you got this with the crane mounted on the truck body with the wheels, so basically it's a truck and a crane, or you have just the crane with the tracks. Now, as far as looks wise, the crane with the tracks is awesome. So, hey, what's up? Yeah, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. I was just showing the my 1965 Mighty Clam that I just got in, first year for it, and this is my 1977-78 crossover Canadian Mighty Crane Master, Canadian version. Yeah, I was just showing some of the differences here. I'll spin this one around. One of the main differences you'll see right off the bat is the decals on the tracks. They didn't put them on in these years. It was on both sides, and as you can see, these ones are super nice. These are the water transfer decals, and they have a few nicks in them from whatever, but they don't have all the cracking and stuff like they usually have, which is awesome. This thing was really taken care of good. It looks like it did get dropped probably at some point in its life in the little on the handle here, and kind of cracked that a little bit, which is fine. I don't mind that at all. And like I said, this would have if you can see it right there when the light hits it right, it would have had the Mound Min oval right there. You can see the glue residue, which that right there, the glue residue is the reason why I chose to take this one. Usually I don't like them with missing their decals, but at least I can confirm that this had the original Mound Min oval decal on there. Yes, thank you very much. I appreciate that. So, and another feature of the early Tonkas, the windows, the cab glass is had a bluish tint to it. Somebody asked me about that before, when they kind of stopped doing that, and I forget when it was, because these all have it. I think this one does too. These are 72. Maybe the 72 has it. I don't know. It's hard to tell from that weird light, but yeah, that's also indicative of the earliest Tonkas. They had the cab glass with the bluish kind of hue to it. I don't know why that is, but whatever resin they used, or maybe they intended it to be bluish. But let's see. Just gonna look through the comments, make sure I didn't miss anybody. What's your favorite color on a Tonka truck? My favorite color, I don't know. I think I'm a classic yellow guy, but I do love some of these orange ones, like this one right here. This 1994 Target BJ's exclusive. This thing's mint, and that orange is really, it's hard not to love that orange. So if I had to pick one, I'd probably go with classic yellow. I don't know. But I also grew up in the, like I said, I grew up in the mighty era in the 90s, and they were all yellow then. And so when I think Tonka, I think yellow, just because that's what I grew up with. And of course there was blue, orange, red, few different shades of blue, green, Euclid green. But I think, I don't know, I think just because of yep. Yeah, right here is the this is the 2000 Euclid green. Yeah, I do. I do. Yeah, I got, this is my these are kind of like my special edition Mighties. This is the chrome 25th anniversary, the orange 1994 Target / BJ's Wholesale Club exclusive. That's the green one, which we just found out, maybe last year sometime. Somebody found a green, there's a green version of the crane too, the Mighty Crane, from the same time. As far as we know, it was year 2000, and nobody knew where they were sold exactly, but a fellow collector found a crane in the box, and it had a Toys R Us original price tag on it. So now we know that Toys R Us, and then since then somebody else found a dump truck with the Toys R Us on there. So that's where the Euclid greens were from, and those are super rare. I got that one for a pretty good price. Usually they're, I don't know, easily over $100 for these green ones. Sometimes people get crazy. 364. No, I don't. This one's a 768. I think the 354s. I know. Let's see. I think my son's. I forget what my son's was. Maybe a 354. The 768s are definitely earlier than the 354s. I've got. Let's see. I don't know if my loader. I got a 90. Let's see what this one is. Yeah, that's a 1997 bulldozer. That's 738. That was the only one on the bulldozer. And then that 97 loader back there is 728. And then I can't see what that crane is. That's a 7. Let's see if we can see it on the camera. That crane back there is a 758. So they had all the 7 series were like the 1997 era. So I'd say the 354s came out later on. So, yep. But yeah, so I just wanted to, like I said, show the Mighty Clam, and I pulled the 77, 78 kind of crossover clam also. These are both really, really rare. The 65 is far more rare than this one. That's for sure. You don't see very many of these, and it's not uncommon. If I put this thing on eBay, being in the condition it is, even missing the decal, but like I said, at least it has the glue residue right there, as you can see, and it is the shape of the Mound Min oval, if you know, because the Mound Min ovals are kind of like a squished looking shape. They're not a true oval shape, so at least that proves that it's had the Mound Min on there. And this is all original. I looked it over really good. So, I mean, I bet you if I was to put this thing on eBay, I bet you this thing can bring over $300, honestly. 65 is the first year, super rare, but still had the metal wheels on there. What was the best Tonka you found this year so far? Well, yeah, that's an easy one, actually, now that I think of it, because I got this one this year. And this is, like I said, this is the early 1964 Mighty Dump. And this thing is mint. People would go crazy if something like this ever came up for sale. This is like minimum $300 and up. People would go crazy for this. I mean, it's mint. It's unplayed with. even the tires don't have even a mark on them. So that is definitely my that's probably the best. That's probably one of the top two. I'd say that's probably my number one favorite, and that is definitely the best one that I've gotten this year, because it's just, I mean, if you're collecting like I am, just crazy into it, and you're just checking things off the list, trying to get one of each. I know a lot of people do, but this is, if you're into Mighties, that's the one that you want to have, because it was the very first one released, and then in 1965 they started the Mighty line. This was just called the model, the number 900. It really wasn't. It was bigger than the regular ones. I don't even know if they called it they might have called it a Mighty Tonka. I think they did call it a Mighty Tonka back then, but there was no line. It was just, that was the first one, and then they introduced the Mighty line, and then as you see later on down the line, each and every one of these things that you see on my shelves are all different. So this is the only double right there, and this tractor trailer down there I have a double of. Other than that, every one that you see on here is all different. Each one has a different feature, different decal. Something on it is different to make it. They may look the same if you don't know what you're looking at, but they are different. I promise you that. So with this new addition, I now have to make make room on my shelves. I don't know. I was already out of room, and as you see, my newest loader that I got like 2 weeks ago still is sitting on my desk. So I got to formulate a game plan here, because my new shelving unit in the back is full. Those shelves are 8 feet wide, 2 feet deep, and they are full from side to side, front to back. There's not a room for, I think I have room for a couple up on my tiny shelf, that top one there. So I need to make some room. Clam bucket for the 19s. Yeah, this is what it is. The yellow ones, they were the yellow for those. They pop up on eBay from time to time. If you're in any of the Facebook collectors groups, there's people that sell parts too. You can check on the Gasoline Alley Toys and Antiques website, I think, or even on his eBay page. He sometimes has parts, or maybe if you shoot him a message, he can find a part for you too. Like I said, there's always people selling parts in the Facebook groups. So they're out there. They're not super hard to find. As you can see, lots of them had yellow buckets, so there's nothing different about them structurally or anything like that. So you can find them. Have I ever found a abandoned Tonka in the woods? I don't believe so, but I did find a Nylon bulldozer on a property that I was cleaning up to resell. I was cleaning around this old giant tree, and there was a Nylon bulldozer in there from I think it was from the 70s, and it was out there, and I almost threw it in the garbage. It was kind of crushed a little bit, and I said, nope, I can't do it. I know it was an island, and I'm a Tonka collector, but I just didn't have the heart to throw it away. So it is currently in my garage. But that's the only one I've ever found abandoned everywhere. I saw a picture of the dozer with the trencher's backhoe attachment on it. Oh yeah, there was a let's see, I forget what they called it. It was a Sears exclusive. It was like what was it? Yeah, it was I think it was the T6 style dozer, like that, yellow, and it had the trencher on it. It was called I think it was just called the dozer trencher or something like that. Yeah, that was a Sears exclusive, and they actually go for a good buck. There was one on eBay somewhat recently. I think that was from I want to say it was from the 60s, around the time when they released the dozer scraper from the Sears exclusive, which I still don't have, which is really rare. But yeah, definitely, because they have the regular trencher, which, as you see right there, is my trenchers. I think I have some more too, maybe. Yeah, these are all the trenchers with the tracks, the T6 kind of dozer body, but they have a loader in the front, and then they have the trenchers in the back. I gotta make a trencher video. I was just talking with somebody about that the other day. I haven't done a, hey, how's it going? Thanks for watching. Somebody was talking about I should make a trencher video, and I've got some, I got this green loader. That's a 73, I believe, but it has a 74 decal on it, so late 73. And I've got another track loader over here. So I got to make a video with those two. I've just been super busy with work. As you can see, this right here is a pile of plans for a new house that we're gonna be building, and probably next week we're probably gonna start that. So that'll be a fun project in the dead of winter, and that was sarcasm. Definitely not gonna be fun. Setting trusses and putting plywood on a 8 and a 12 pitch roof when it's winter time, not fun. So hey, what's up, Alan? Yeah, thanks for joining in. I did the live video because I wanted to show my 1965 Mighty Clam that just got here today. Real machines like the trencher. Oh yeah, definitely. Yep. I've seen some track loader backhoes. They had some cool stuff. Even the 6-wheel backhoe down there, that was a real thing too. It was made by John Deere. You can look it up on YouTube. Life size. I saw that. I saw the Mighty Wrecker video. Yep. I think the guy was in, I want to say Detroit, or maybe it was Minnesota. But I did see it was a white one, right? A white wrecker, life size. Yeah, that was awesome. Somebody sent me the link to it a few months ago. Yeah, that's super cool. But yeah, here's the Mighty Clam again, next to the late 77, early 78 Mighty Crane Master, the Canadian made. So this one was only 65 and 66, and if you watch my crane video, no through rod, that makes it a 1965. One Mighty Crane and one just Tonka. Do I have a super thrust sign truck? Oh yeah, I've got the sign truck. Yep. Speaking of signs, I don't know if you've ever seen these before on my videos. These are awesome too. These are Tonkas. Check those out. They're light up. These ones are from 2010, and then that one I think is a 2012. But there are more versions of that. Super awesome. Hard to find them working, but I was able to find those. And let's see. The super thrust sign truck. Yep. Where is it? It's here. Oh, there it is, right in front of my face. Yep, it's right here. There are actually, if you didn't know, there's at least two versions of this sign too. So I got to get the other sign. I think there's 10 different signs. As you flip it over, just slides down. Yeah, the light up ones are awesome. It's an insert that pops. Oh yeah, this is just the sign is just an insert. Yep. I'll bring it over here and show you. Because I actually bought this. I bought the sign separately. You can find them on eBay pretty regularly. Sometimes they're missing these little red caps. This is just a cap that pops on each side. But there are two versions of this. Yeah, this is like one of my favorite things. I don't know. This thing just really amuses me. It's got all these, just how it works is just awesome. You just keep flipping it and it just changes. And this was the truck that it would have came on, the 1974, 75 version. That came with they sold it individually. The truck with the sign. They didn't sell the sign individually, but the Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's what I do this for, is to answer questions, and I enjoy anybody that's looking to. Do I collect the Tonka hands and control ones? Like the battery operated, Daniel, the battery operated ones, are you talking about? Hands-on control ones? Yeah, anytime, buddy. Yeah, that's what I do it for. So if anybody's, that's what I like to scroll around, and if Trencher video is me. Oh, okay, yeah. Yep. Yeah, I have to do the trencher video. I'll show you what I got. The trenchers are cool. They somewhat not hard to find, and they don't usually bring a lot of money. They're not super popular. I think I got most of these for $30 or under. Even with all, and they all have their decals on them. There's a few different versions. I do not, do I? I don't know. I thought I had there's these shelves are so full. I forget what I even have sometimes. I even have a Mighty Diesel version back there. Let's see. I thought I did have one of the Mound Min oval trenchers, but I just have the loader version. It says loader. These they got the big long dump levers on there for raising the boom, raising the loader bucket. Yeah, the battery powers. I do have some of the battery powered ones. It's kind of, my son was playing with it. I have a tractor trailer. I have a tractor trailer with a bulldozer. The bulldozer, everything works on the tractor trailer. And the bulldozer sort of, the tracks work, but the blade doesn't work, unfortunately. Let me, I don't want to show everybody my messy basement. We moved in August, and we still haven't finished the basement part yet. We've been working upstairs, and so it's kind of a mess. So bear with me 1 second, and I will go grab the tractor trailer and the battery powered dozer. Be right back. I'll let you look at that view. Be right back. 2 seconds. All right, I'm back. Here we go. My son had it scattered all over the place. So here we go. This is, I think it has a date on it. Let's see. This is 2001. So this was a set, the Mighty motorized. Let me spin it this way. This one's in really good shape. It's a little bit faded, but nothing crazy. Let me push this back. Low boy there. I don't know. He may have left it on, so I don't know if it's going to work, but it does work. No, it does. Yeah. The engine makes engine sounds. Light flashes. Here's the bulldozer that came with it. Unfortunately, the blade is supposed to raise up and down power, but it doesn't. And my son left it on, so the batteries died in the bulldozer. But the tracks do work. But that's the... Yeah, I was playing with it too. That's what I got him for. I got him to play with. I collect, but I also like to play with them. So that's all part of it. That's why I don't like the box stuff, because you can't take it out and play with it. So, but yeah, that's the only battery powered one. The older, like I said, this one's a 2001, and it's very hard to buy the battery powered stuff, because obviously if you leave the batteries in them over the years, they get corroded. I was lucky to find this one. I think I only paid I don't even think I paid $30 for this set. And I got it very cheap. Yeah, so it's hard to buy the battery powered ones, and because you just never know if they're gonna work. And if I get a battery powered one, I want it to work. and you just can't guarantee it. Every once in a while, somebody will test them, and it'll say tested and works. So, and I've had good luck with them working. Like as far as the signs go, those battery powered signs, they've all worked. But this is the only one I got. I don't try to go for them. Yeah, it definitely looks like it's definitely a Kenworth. Yep, for sure. Yeah, it even has the little emblem above the grill there, which would be the Kenworth logo. Yep. So pretty cool set. Yeah, my son was playing with this one out in the basement. He's got like a pile of like 8 of them out there. some extras that I had. I was gonna get rid of them, but I just let him play with them. Let's see. I'm just scrolling back through and looking at the comments. Let's see. Andy Trimble. What got you started collecting? I never knew there were so many versions of Tonkas made. I have purchased 4 so far at local estate auctions. Thanks for the info. Oh yeah, sure, no problem, Andy. I'll tell you exactly how I got started collecting. There is a local auction house near me, and they do a Christmas toy sale every year. And in that toy sale, they had one of those tractor trailers down there, right there, one of them guys. They had one of those in the box, brand new, of course. And I couldn't get to the auction, but they had online bidding. So I had called up the auction house and I said, can I place a bid with you guys? Because I really want it, but I can't attend because it was in the winter time, of course. And I was plowing snow every year up until this year in the wintertime. I took this year off. But yeah, so I put the bid in with that auction house for that Tonka truck right there because that was my favorite Tonka toy as a kid in the 90s. And I just wanted it. So I left a max bid. The auction went off. They said, just make sure you don't bid against yourself. I watched it online and I should have won. And I called the next day and they said, oh no, I sold it to somebody that was here at the sale. I'm like, come on. So then I started searching for another one and I was just on a mission for it. And as I was searching, I found Facebook groups and all that stuff. And then, like I said, I was a kid in the 90s. So once I found the Facebook groups, then I found all these things that I didn't even, I mean, as far as I knew, and I've only been collecting for, it will be 2 years that I've been collecting. And on December 26th will be my 2-year collecting anniversary. And I had nothing 2 years ago. All these Tonkas, I didn't have a thing. That one, the one right there, that one without the decals, that's the 97 Lowboy. That was my first one. And then I found that mint tractor trailer right there with the bulldozer. And then after that, like I said, I found the groups and it just snowballed from there. Early on, I kind of got taken advantage of by some people that buy and sell. I way overpaid for things just because I didn't know at the time. And since when I found out what they were actually worth compared to how much more I paid, I was very upset. And that was my fault because I got a little overzealous and I didn't educate myself. So then I just started to educate myself. And then in the groups, people would ask questions, I'd answer them. And next thing you know, here I am, a YouTube channel with a massive Tonka collection. So everything just kind of happened by accident. You know, I just started saying, well, I'm just going to get the ones I had as a kid. And then in the meantime, during all this, we had lost our dog of 10 years to cancer. So I was really upset about that, of course. I miss him a lot. And Tonkas and the collector groups kind of saved me from all that stuff and gave me a kind of a distraction. And I just started having a lot of fun. So that's what really got me into it. And then I started my YouTube channel about a year. It was a year in August with that. And that kind of took off with all you awesome people that always ask questions and hang out and share stories and all that stuff. So it was just kind of an accident. That's what got me started. In the long form of it. So, but yeah. Let's see, have I ever watched the Mighty Machines kid shows? Mighty Machines. I don't recall. I'll have to look it up. I may have. That sounds like something I would have watched. because I grew up on my family had a produce farm. We did it like 70 acres at one point. We were doing, and anything with equipment and stuff like that, I was all about it. So Mighty Machines sounds like something I would have watched. I remember I had it was a video that you had to order off TV that I got as a kid. Um, with the guy's name was Hard Hat Harry. It's from like an infomercial or something. And I watched that video a million times. And there was another one, another construction video, VHS tape, with the guy's name was Construction Foreman Dave. And I loved those videos. I actually watched them on YouTube not too long ago. I loved them. I always wanted the drag line. I know, I love the drag line so much. The drag line is basically, the drag line and the shovel are the same thing. This shovel right here, this is like a 60, I forget what the age range of it for, but basically the shovel and the drag line have the same body. Like this is the upper part for it. This would have a reel in it. But I do love the drag lines very much. I just don't have one yet. They tend to go, there's a few different versions of them. There's like a funky blue, kind of bluish turquoise version of it that is the rarest ones, and they tend to go, they get pretty pricey. A regular average drag line, I think you could usually pick one up pretty decent shape for under 150, I want to say, like 125. But I do love the drag lines. Body, a bucket, and a mighty boom. Yeah, yeah. Oh, okay. I think, were you talking to me about that? Somebody was just talking to me. Maybe it was you. Yeah. I actually saw an early Model 150, the Crane and Clam, they called it. And somebody put a mighty boom like this on there. And it looked kind of funky, but it worked out on that. But I think the Mighty Boom would look good on there. And I think if it was you that I was talking to about that, you said it fit right in there because, yeah, lots of the stuff in Tonkas, they use the same dimensions and all that stuff. So they didn't have to change a lot of parts, for like the connection points and whatever. So let's see. I don't want to fall behind in the... Daniel, did you ever weigh? Oh, did you ever watch Scrappy with the old Bobcat? 43 painted in Tonka. I don't know. I'll have to look that one up too. It doesn't sound familiar. Oh, okay, yeah, it was you. Okay, that was talking about that. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I don't remember that show. I'll have to look that up. Scrappy. The old Bobcat 843. I'll have to check that out. Child of the 70s, I don't know. Area collector per se. Let's see. But I sure would like to gather. Few. Oh yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, no problem at all. I enjoy doing this. As you probably know by now from my 90 videos, I enjoy talking. I enjoy helping people out. If I got some knowledge that can help somebody out, I'm glad to share it. So it's my pleasure. I appreciate everybody that takes time out of their day to listen to me chat and that cares what I have to say. And that, if nothing else, I hope I can at least put a smile on somebody's face or bring up a good memory or something, just something to kind of make the world a little better, I guess. I don't know. Currently looking at Nylants, really cool. Oh yeah, the Nylants make a lot of stuff. Yeah, right. I know. Yeah, there you go. There's some. Yeah, I'd definitely build a Tonka house. Yeah, I'll show you the house we're gonna be building starting next week. Show you the elevations. Buried here on my desk. I was just starting to familiarize myself with it. We actually took the project over from another builder that apparently couldn't handle it. So that's going to be that's always a treat, picking up on somebody else's work. Not very fun. And by the looks of it, they were in a little bit over their head, but that's the house we're going to be starting on next week. Here's the front elevation and the right side elevation. So it's a pretty nice house. I think it's like 1,800 square feet. Pretty cool. Yep. We've got 2 houses already going at the moment. One's over 3,000 square feet, and the other one is the other one's like 1,850 square feet that we just kind of wrapped up. That was just a framing project. But yeah, I enjoy building. I do everything. I have some. Let's see. Do you own machines? I have machines. Yeah. I don't have big machines. I have a Bobcat E32 mini excavator, and I have a Bobcat S570 skid steer. I also have a 40-foot Genie boom lift, all-terrain, self-propelled diesel boom lift. I have a wood chipper, dump trailer, dump truck, like a F550 dump truck. I don't, if I do basement projects, stuff like that, foundations, land clearing, I'll rent a big excavator or something. But being that I do everything, including the building, it's just not feasible for me to have to pay a payment on a big excavator or dozer or whatever, and maintain it when I won't use it every day, because I'm a ground up contractor. So I dig the basement, do the site work, have somebody pour the foundation, and then we build it from the ground up. So, yep. So that's what I do for a living. And like I said, I was plowing snow in the wintertime, but this year I took the winter off because we had a lot of building projects going on. So that's fun. Framing houses is my favorite thing to do. It's awesome to take a pile of lumber and turn it into a dream home. Big machines are so much cheaper to buy. Yeah, they could be. Yeah, they're great. You got to move them. Yeah, exactly. They're all of them are. No, that's the case with all of them, actually. Then the DOT's after you as soon as you hit the road. Biggest, I assume you meant excavator. Yeah, excavator. The biggest excavator, let's see. Biggest excavator I ever ran was probably, I think it was a New Holland EC 240. I forget the weight. I want to say I think it's close to 100,000 pounds. That one was that's pretty good size. I've used a PC 200 Komatsu excavator a bunch of times before. Dug a lot of basements with it. Cat 316F. That's an awesome machine. I did some clearing with that. I've ran Cat D6 LGP dozers before. D5 M's, the high tracks, D4s I've ran, D3, all of them, all the Cat dozers really, up to D6, like I said. Pretty much done it all. Loaders, ran some pretty big, I ran a Cat 972 loader with the joystick controls, no steering wheel. That was fun. Guy I know has a gravel pit, loading my truck using that loader. It had like what the heck did it have? Like a 5 or 6 yard bucket on it. It's a pretty big machine. So, hey, nice collection. I know this is a Tonka channel, but nice Lionel train set. What set is it? Yeah, thanks. I was actually somebody else that has a train YouTube channel. It's called Rab's Trains. I think I tagged him in my community section, so check out his channel too. He's got some cool O gauge stuff. What the main set that I have is it's from 1997. Here's the box. I had it when I was a kid. Lionel, New York Central Flyer. And I've got, so that's the only engine I have. Coal car. Biohazard that lights up, and I bought those That's a 1/64 scale New Holland tractor on there. Santa Fe tanker, the John Deere tanker, couple cabooses, boxcar. I actually just bought. I always hit up the local antique shops, usually once a month or whatever, and I just picked this Happy Holidays car up from '99, brand new in the box for like $20. This John Deere car is super fancy. Actually, it's got the springs on the. Let me just take it off here. It's got the springs on the wheel on the trucks. Pretty awesome, fancy car, John Deere tanker. So pretty cool. Yeah, I love trains too. So my 3-year-old son, he has a ball playing with the trains, and I do too. So, but yeah, so thanks to Rab's Trains for making me dig out my O gauge train set, because I love trains too. So growing up, we lived like literally across the road from the main rail line, so I got to see a lot of cool train stuff. Big red crane truck on the floor of Nyland. No, that's actually that's a Marx super crane. Let me pull that out. This thing is huge. This is from the 60s. Ugh. Let's see, it's kind of heavy with one hand. Pull it out of the corner and into the light here. There we go. Yeah. There we go. Sorry about that. Yeah, this is a Marx super crane. And this thing is about 4 feet tall. So way bigger than the Tonkas. It's from the 60s. It's battery powered. I have yet to try to put batteries in it, see if it works. I doubt it works. It doesn't look like it would. It's kind of dirty, but I got it for like $20 in an auction. And they usually go for 100, anywhere from $100 to $200. It still has the decals on it too, super crane. Yeah, isn't that thing awesome? Like I said, I got it for like $20 in a local auction. It was like 2 hours away from me. It doesn't have any of the buckets though. They had like I think it had like a clamshell bucket, a drag line bucket. But it's super awesome. And like I said, it's 4 feet tall to the tip of the boom there. So that's awesome. Let's see. It's common engine, yeah. Right, yep, definitely. It's definitely a cheap one for sure. Yeah. Yeah, I've actually had, I think I have like 13 cars, and I've hooked them up to that engine before, and it pulls them. I didn't like it very much. I only did it for a little bit, but yeah, make it a full RC. Yeah, that'd be cool. It takes D batteries. I gotta get some D batteries and try to see if it works. I highly doubt it's gonna work, but I may be surprised. I don't know. I just bought it because it's awesome. I saw it in a old Sears catalog online, and I was like, oh man, the Marx super crane, I definitely want that. And then it happened to come up in that auction, and I was like, yeah, for $20 I got it. Even if it was missing the stuff, it's still cool to look at. It's mostly plastic. Even back in the 60s when it was made, it's mostly plastic, but it's super cool. I wish it was metal, but Hornby as a kid. Let's see, I want to make sure I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody's comments. Just looking through. Yeah, that would be cool as a full RC. There's some pretty awesome RC equipment out there. I would love to get some of that stuff. Even though I have real machines, I don't know. There's just something about digging in the dirt with a toy. It's still fun. And I always think about that. I'm like, oh man, I'd like to get that. I'm like, wait a minute, you have a real one. But it's still, I don't know. It's still fun to play with a toy. Makes you feel like a kid, even at 39 years old. Even at 99 years old, still feel like a kid. So, but let's see. Oh wow, I've been on here for 55 minutes. So that's awesome. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it for this video. it's getting kind of late, and kids are going to be going to bed in a minute, and get up and run up and say goodnight. And what do you use the least collectible Tonka line? Oh man, they're all collectible. Everybody's got their own thing. Some people like only played with versions. Some people are super into the tinies. There's so many different lines of Tonkas. The mighties are definitely, I'd say the mighties are probably one of the more popular ones, because even the vintage ones are kind of more collectible, or more buyer friendly, I guess. They're better priced, I guess we'll say. But I like them all. I think everybody's into their own thing, and I don't know if one is more popular. Like I said, I know that like the tinies are. Sometimes people are not crazy about the tinies, but they got a lot of awesome ones. And I mean, this shelf's full. I made a tiny video if you want to check that out. They're cool, but the minis are awesome. Each one has their own thing, and I think they're all super collectible. So there's people like me that just go for all of them. And well, like I said, some people, the old ones, the really old ones, are really hard to get because they are just so outrageously priced. I mean, if you think $100 and $200 is a lot, and it is a lot. I mean, these things are $300 and $400 and $500 and $1,000 a piece, like for like the mid 50s, later 50s. Yeah, the mites. Yeah, those little. Yeah, the little ones like that, definitely. Like the mites. The I can't even think of the name now. The totes. Yeah, there's totes. They were like I think a tote was supposed to kind of be like a competition for like a Hot Wheels car or something like that. Those are definitely a little less popular. But like the main ones are like the regular Tonkas, the Mighties, Minis, and Tinies. Those are definitely, I'd say they're all equally as popular as far as affordability. Obviously the smaller ones, and most Mighties are pretty. You can get a pretty good Mighty. I mean, most of the ones over there were under $100, so most of them were 50 or under, honestly. So, but like I said, I appreciate. I'm getting close to an hour here. I think I'm gonna go ahead and jump off, but don't worry, I will be back for more videos. Appreciate everybody hanging out, everybody that been watching this whole time. It's because of all you guys and girls that I keep doing this, because you all are interested, and you're always encouraging. You always say nice things, and I can't thank you all enough. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, for sure. I appreciate that. There's a lot of RC stuff out there. Winnebago is one thing popular that people do a lot of RC stuff with. But yeah, I definitely will. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump out of here. Thank you. Stay tuned, because there's always something new. You never know. And like I always say, always be hunting, and that's what I do. That's the credo that I follow. So thank you again, and I hope to see you in the next one, and we will see you later.